In the world of entertainment, very few franchises come close to the level of success and cultural impact that the Pokémon Company have managed to achieve. Pokémon has video games, trading cards, anime shows, movies, and all sorts of merchandise under its belt. It's not common for a franchise to be successful in all areas it sets foot in, but Pokémon has managed to do so. In this video, we will discover how Pokémon has managed to do so, and talk about its journey from its humble beginnings to its current status as a powerhouse in the entertainment industry. The origins of the Pokémon Company trace back to 1989 in Japan, when Satoshi Tajiri, a passionate video game designer and a lover of nature, came up with the concept of capturing creatures and battling them in a virtual world. His vision was inspired by his childhood interest in collecting insects and his love for video games. After discovering the craze of Nintendo's Game Boy, Tajiri got inspired and came up with a concept that would soon evolve into the Pocket Monsters franchise, which would later be known simply as Pokémon. Yes, Pokémon is actually short for Pocket Monsters. Did you know that? In collaboration with Ken Sugimori and Junichi Masuda, Tajiri founded Game Freak, a video game development company to bring his vision to life. The first Pokémon video games, Pokémon Red and Pokémon Green, were developed by Game Freak and published by Nintendo for the Game Boy in 1996. These games introduced players to a world where they could capture, train, and battle creatures known as Pokémon. The Pokémon franchise famously started with 150 Pokémon, or collectible monsters, and has since grown to over 1,000 Pokémon. The success of the initial Pokémon games in Japan was unprecedented. The engaging gameplay, the sense of adventure, and the collectible nature of the creatures struck a chord with players of all ages. As the franchise grew in popularity, it was only a matter of time before it made its way to international markets. Following the success of Pokémon Red and Green in Japan, the brand quickly expanded with the development of a Pokémon trading card game, manga series, and, later, even a full-fledged TV show. The games and the TV show followed the journey of a young Pokémon trainer named Ash Ketchum, as he aimed to become a Pokémon master. They also came out with a wave of Pokémon merchandise. This brought the Pokémon narrative not just in the world of entertainment, but also in consumer products. All these product launches, along with their strategic international expansion, led to Pokémon becoming a global media sensation. Let's take a brief look at all of these Pokémon products one by one. The Pokémon trading card game. This added another layer of excitement to the franchise. Inspired by the in-game battles, the trading card game allowed players to collect and trade Pokémon cards and engage in strategic battles using decks they assembled. The trading card game quickly became a cultural phenomenon and created a global community of players participating in tournaments and trading events. The Pokémon animated TV series. This show was simply titled Pokémon, and it became an integral part of the franchise's success. It premiered in 1997, and as I mentioned before, the show followed Ash Ketchum and his friends on their adventures to become Pokémon masters. The show's endearing characters, the memorable catchphrase "gotta catch 'em all," and moral lessons captured the hearts of millions of viewers worldwide. The Pokémon movies. The success of the animated TV series paved the way for a series of Pokémon movies. These cinematic releases extended the storyline of the TV show and provided fans with larger-than-life adventures featuring legendary Pokémon characters and epic battles. The movies also delved into deeper themes, exploring the bonds between humans and Pokémon, and needless to say, the fans loved it. What made all of the Pokémon ventures a success is its global appeal. Its story is about the never-ending quest of catching every single Pokémon and training them to build the best team. The story fits perfectly into video games as well as TV shows and movies, and the world of Pokémon is such that it is fascinating to both children and young adults. Moving on, as technology advanced, so did the Pokémon video games. With the release of each new generation of handheld gaming consoles from Nintendo, the Pokémon Company introduced innovative features and gameplay mechanics to keep the series fresh and exciting. The core story of capturing, training, and battling Pokémon remained consistent, but each new iteration of Pokémon video games brought new regions to explore and new creatures to catch, along with improved graphics and mechanics. In 2016, Niantic Inc. partnered with a Pokémon company and Nintendo to create Pokémon Go, an augmented reality mobile game that broke all revenue records and took the world by storm. Using GPS and augmented reality technology, players could explore their real-world surroundings to find and catch virtual Pokémon. Pokémon Go brought the gotta-catch-'em-all story structure to the real world, allowing anyone to walk around town and catch Pokémon of their own, just as Ash would in the beloved Pokémon TV show. This was a new and innovative approach to gaming and led to a resurgence of interest in the Pokémon franchise and introduced Pokémon to a new generation of players. But the Pokémon company didn't limit itself to video games, TV shows, and movies. It expanded its influence to various other forms of media, including manga, trading figure sets, and even collaborations with other major companies and franchises. For example, the mobile game Pokémon Go has engaged in multiple collaborations, including tie-ins with companies like Starbucks, allowing players to visit Poké Shops at Starbucks locations. They've also collaborated with brands like Uniqlo, Adidas, and The North Face to release lines of apparel, footwear, and accessories featuring popular Pokémon characters and designs. And these are just a few examples of the many collaborations and crossovers that the Pokémon company has pursued over the years. These initiatives have not only expanded the brand's reach, but ensured that fans of all ages and interests could find something to enjoy within the Pokémon universe. In fact, Pokémon's impact on pop culture is undeniable. The franchise's catchphrases and characters have become iconic symbols recognized across the globe, Pikachu being the most popular one. It would be tough to find people who can't identify Pikachu, don't you agree? The legacy of the Pokémon character is not just in its financial success, but in the memories it has created for generations of fans. Parents who grew up with the franchise are now introducing it to their children. It almost brings a sense of nostalgia and familiarity that is comforting in a way. A lot of us remember being obsessed with Pokémon as a kid, whether it was watching the anime series before school, trading cards with your friends at school, or coming back home from school and watching Pokémon video games. The Pokémon craze had hit us hard. Very few companies can evoke that sort of emotion, excitement, and nostalgia in people. Pokémon's journey from being a Japanese man's hobby to a global phenomenon speaks volumes about the power of creativity, innovation, and the deep connections formed between people and their beloved characters. With each new release, the Pokémon company reminds us that the spirit of adventure, friendship, and the thrill of exploration are timeless and universal. What do you think about Pokémon? Were you part of the obsessive craze when Pokémon first released, or did you join in later? Or maybe you were never that into Pokémon. Whatever the case, we hope you enjoy learning a little bit more about Pokémon through this video. If you're a Pokémon fan, who's your favorite Pokémon and why? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing from you. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on some of your favorite companies. We'll see you in the next video.